Nigeria's federal government has promised players in the nation's creative sector of its commitment to transform the sector in the interest of the nation. Nigeria's Vice President Kashim Shettima made this known in Abuja at the Arts, Culture and Creative Economy Roundtable, saying government is committed to growing the sector and has resolved to increase funding for the sector.
Adebola is not only cosmopolitan, a man of arts and culture in tune with the realities of your industry, but he has also acknowledged your industry as a critical segment of the global economy. So we are here to make true our promise to you and let you know that the time has come for your industry to be at the negotiating table in Abuja. Not a gyro, no nothing, but you, the future of Nigeria, the youth of Nigeria, the future belongs to you.
We have created a brand that will unite us across all initiatives as both our overall strategic direction and our soft power initiatives. Destination 2030, Nigeria everywhere, will promote our culture and showcase our creators to the world, establishing Nigeria as a leading global hub for arts, culture and creativity. We believe that Nigeria's cultural influence should transcend beyond borders, and we are committed to making it a reality.
And to talk about this, I'm being joined live on the news by Emmanuel Kalu Uduma, the CEO of SMAT Media Productions. Good afternoon. Glad to have you join me, Emmanuel.
Hi, thank you for having me.
All right. Can you outline for us the specific strategies the government plans to implement in the bid to transform the country's creative sector?
I mean, it's a wide range of interventions, and I personally think that it's about time the government, stepped up, and we are all excited that, they begin to pay attention to the soft power that we have in the creative industry and its ability to reshape narratives and position Nigeria. It's already doing that, and these approaches are wide range. I know they are still being tweaked, and a lot is still up in the air. But we are excited that when all of it comes together, that it will, eventually boost the creative industry.
But then, how do you think the government intends to allocate a fair funding to different segments of the creative industry?
It is not going to be like the industry. When you say creative industry, it's not just film and TV. It's fashion, it's music, and it's a lot of other players and spaces that come together to make up the creative industry. So there's still a lot that has to be discussed. There's still a lot that has to be planned. I think this is the first steps to what will eventually break out into all the different spaces and creative industry components, and then at those levels we can begin to define and specifically discuss and industry by industry, space by space, what are the needs and what exactly needs to be done, because unless you are sitting down with the actual players in the room, it will be difficult to formulate any kind of policy. So I think in the larger sense, this is an amazing first step, but we still have to go back and break into all the different sub-industries that we have to actually look at how best to make those impacts.
Now, in terms of the federal government, how do you think they can work with other agencies to ensure a very, innovative environment for the creatives in Nigeria?
It is. One, I want to say that this space is very, very critical, and it is about the space that's, it's our PR, it's the music, the film, our culture has always been the forefront, our front-facing image, and it is important that at this point that it's a massive employer of labor. Young people are massively involved in this space. And sorry, my network is a bit spotty, but I think I'm back online now. I don't know if you can still hear me, but I'm here.
I can hear you. Go ahead, Mr.
So,
Kenneth. I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you very much. Yeah, so that one, just that small glitch, I have lost my chain of thought. So if you could just repeat the question, apologies. I'm actually on location right now, so I have to break out of set to chat with you.
All right, Emmanuel, just a final question in closing for you. What reforms or strategies can we adopt in Nigeria to make our creative sector much, much more innovative and revenue generating?
Well, I think the first thing is to get the policy right. Get the policy right in terms of financing. How do creatives access credit? How do they access financing, formal financing? Right now, we have a lot of investors and individuals in this space, but for the industry to grow, we have to define and really sort out our formal financing. Taxes, are we getting rebates, and even to make us attractive for other productions to come from outside Nigeria to collaborate and work with us. And then we have to also be intentional about how we develop the value chain. It's not just the storytelling part of it. There's also studios. There's also location resource to be built. There's all the elements that come together to create the ecosystem. Those value chains have to be properly developed to allow a robust development of industry.
All right, thank you so much for your expertise, Emmanuel Kalu Uduma, CEO, SMAT Media Production. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.